Welcome back to our channel, everyone. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Today, we're diving into the iShares U.S. Aerospace and Defense ETF, commonly known by its ticker symbol ITA. First, let's talk about the issuer of ITA. The iShares U.S. Aerospace and Defense ETF is issued by BlackRock, one of the largest and most reputable asset management companies in the world. BlackRock is well known for its extensive range of ETF offerings, and the iShares brand has become synonymous with diversified, cost-effective investment options. With decades of experience in the financial industry, BlackRock has built a strong reputation for providing high-quality investment products that cater to a wide array of investor needs. Now let's move on to the management fee associated with ITA. The management fee, also known as the expense ratio, is an important factor to consider when investing in any ETF. For ITA, the expense ratio is 40%. This means that for every $1,000 you invest, $400 will go towards covering the fund's annual operating expenses. Compared to many actively managed funds, this is relatively low, making ITA a cost-effective choice for investors looking to gain exposure to the aerospace and defense sector. ITA tracks the performance of the Dow Jones U.S. Select Aerospace and Defense Index. This index is designed to measure the performance of U.S. companies in the aerospace and defense industry. It includes companies involved in the manufacturing, distribution, and servicing of aerospace and defense equipment. The index is market capitalization weighted, meaning that larger companies have a greater impact on the index's performance than smaller ones. By tracking this index, ITA provides investors with targeted exposure to the aerospace and defense sector, which can be a key component of a diversified investment portfolio. When it comes to investment style, ITA is a passive ETF. This means that it aims to replicate the performance of its benchmark index rather than trying to outperform it. Passive investing is often favored for its lower costs and simplicity compared to active management. Instead of having a team of analysts and portfolio managers making frequent trades, ITA simply holds the same securities as its benchmark index in the same proportions. This passive approach can be particularly appealing to long-term investors looking for a hassle-free way to invest in a specific sector. ITA was first introduced to the market on May 1, 2006. Since its inception, the ETF has grown significantly in both size and popularity. Over the years, ITA has attracted a diverse range of investors, from individual retail investors to large institutional players, all seeking exposure to the aerospace and defense sector. ITA trades on the Cboe BZX, formerly known as BATS, one of the major exchanges in the United States. This means that investors can buy and sell shares of ITA throughout the trading day, just like they would with any other stock. Let's now discuss the risks associated with investing in ITA. As with any investment, there are potential risks that investors should be aware of. ITA is heavily concentrated in the aerospace and defense industry, which means that it can be more volatile than a broader, more diversified fund. Economic downturns, changes in government defense spending, and geopolitical events can all have a significant impact on the performance of aerospace and defense companies, and consequently, on ITA. Another risk to consider is market risk. Like all equity investments, ITA is subject to fluctuations in the overall stock market. During periods of market volatility or downturns, the value of ITA may decline, potentially leading to losses for investors. Additionally, because ITA is a passive fund, it does not attempt to mitigate these risks through active management strategies. Despite these risks, there are also several rewards and benefits to investing in ITA. One of the primary benefits is the targeted exposure to the aerospace and defense sector. This sector has historically demonstrated strong growth and resilience, driven by ongoing government defense spending and increasing demand for commercial aerospace products. By investing in ITA, investors can gain exposure to some of the leading companies in this industry, including Boeing, Lockheed Martin, and Raytheon Technologies. Another benefit is the diversification within the aerospace and defense sector that ITA provides. While it is concentrated in a specific industry, ITA holds a basket of stocks within that sector, spreading out the investment risk among multiple companies. This diversification can help mitigate the impact of poor performance by any single company within the ETF. In conclusion, the iShares U.S. Aerospace and Defense ETF, or ITA, offers investors a cost-effective and efficient way to gain exposure to the aerospace and defense sector. With its low expense ratio, passive investment approach, and the backing of a reputable issuer like BlackRock, ITA presents a compelling option for those looking to diversify their portfolio with targeted sector exposure. However, it's important to be mindful of the risks associated with investing in a sector-specific ETF and to consider your own investment goals and risk tolerance. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.